Haine noticed his classmate Nijimi and began to contemplate her unusual hair. It seemed to shift color at the whim of her mood. He had noted a few colors he's seen and what they mean, but he hadn't seen them all. Red implied fury, while blue might be nervous or anxious. But one color he hasn't figured out yet is pink. What he didn't know was that pink was the affection she had for him. Nijimi always hid her color-changing hair by dyeing it black, but when it was revealed to Haine during one class, she feared what could happen. But Haine didn't react like the others have in the past. He complimented her rather than making a weird face and an awkward comment. Ever since he complimented her, she stopped dyeing it and let it show loud and proud. However, whenever she's in front of Haine, she can't stop it from turning pink, to which Haine compares it to the falling of sakura petals. While Nijimi was walking by the school, she overheard Haine talking to his friend. They were discussing her hair colors and their meanings. Once Shirai, Haine's friend, heard that red means angry, he had a thought. Shirai believed that since pink is a mix of red and white, then perhaps pink means she's annoyed. Nijimi and Haine freaked out, but for different reasons. Haine feared that Nijimi was mad at him, while Nijimi was horrified at the misunderstanding that played out in front of her, causing her hair to go teal, the color of sadness. Later that day, Haine approached Nijimi and asked if she was mad at him or something. Freaking out, she viciously shook her head. Haine, confused, asked what her pink hair meant. She was worried because she knew she couldn't admit her pink hair was her love for him, so she began to think of an alternative answer. Nijimi began to speak as she was thinking of an excuse and realized that lying was her only way out of the situation. Thinking on her feet, she lied that her hair goes pink when she watches comedians and stuff. Haine was then led to the conclusion that she found him funny, which she thought was odd, but he accepted it. In class, everyone was speaking in whispers as they were worried about Nijimi. Her hair was stark grey, a colour that none of them had ever seen on her before, causing concern to spread. As they questioned if it was an illness or not, Haine decided that he needed to do something about it. Approaching Nijimi, he asked her to eat lunch together, and more importantly, to speak in a more private setting. For a flash, her hair went pink again as Haine's offer touched her heart. On the roof, Haine gave Nijimi some strawberry milk, which she thanked him for, thinking that he's always been so kind to her and others. Cautiously, Haine asked if something is bothering her today. As soon as the words reached Nijimi, her natural blonde hair began to pale into grey, as her face scrunched up and she was almost in tears. She admitted that her childhood dog had passed away today and going through class was kinda difficult. Haine offered his condolences and offered to stay by her side until she felt better. Nijimi thought about how she used to hate her hair for the longest time, but for once, today, she was happy she had it. Walking down the hall, Haine saw Nijimi standing, unmoving at the end of the hall. Haine called out to her, questioning what she's doing. As she got closer, he saw Nijimi's hair turn green for the first time ever, causing concern for Haine, who asked if she was okay. Shutting her eyes, Nijimi pointed to a spider that had paralyzed her with fear. Haine, spotting it, caught it and freed it out the window, much to Nijimi's relief. Haine asked if Nijimi was afraid of spiders, which she admitted that she did, despite knowing that they're good for the environment. Nijimi added that she's trying immersion therapy to learn to not be afraid of spiders. Haine, listening to all this, thought about how nice Nijimi was. One day, Nijimi approached Shirai and asks who Haine is talking to, which Shirai explains that it's Kurosaki, the drama club president. Nijimi asks if Kurosaki is a girl and Shirai confirms, adding that she's Haine's childhood friend and they're close. As she looks at them, her hair changes to purple, alarming both and both confused about the feeling, not knowing that her feeling and her hair color are from jealousy. At home, Nijimi had a bath after dinner and found the stress of the day just washes right off her. As she thinks about the day's events, she comments to herself that Kurosaki's closeness to Haine worries her, but Haine's appearance and attitude today was just so cool. As she thought this, her hair turned pink and began to tint the water within the bath. As she submerged herself in the bath at chin level, the water's color alarmed her as all the bath water was changing to the same color pink as her hair. Freaking out, she leapt up out of the water, questioning why the water was changing color and what she could do to stop it from being tinted pink. But despite her panicking, there wasn't really much she could do. In the end, Nijimi just left it as it was and fled with nervous blue hair. Her mum commented that she'd go in next, and when she saw the pink bath, believed it to be bath salts. After finishing her bath a few minutes later, she slammed open the door, but looked happy rather than annoyed. Nijimi Mama ran straight to Nijimi Papa and asked to go on a date next weekend, surprising Papa as Mama seemed so lovey-dovey. Nijimi got worried since her strong feeling of love passed to her mom through the pink-tinted bathwater. Walking home from class, Nijimi realized that she doesn't have many friends and lamented the fact that she only has Shirai and Haine at the moment. As she was in thought, a commotion caught her attention. A girl with glasses was trying to refuse two people harassing her to go to karaoke, saying that she needed to go home. Nijimi, in a panic, tried to find someone who could help the girl, but couldn't find anyone in time. Seeing the girl almost in tears seemed to spark something within Nijimi, and she knew that she had to commit. As the boys tried to pull the girl away, Nijimi called out to them, while her hair turned blue from fear. They yelled at her to speak up, making Nijimi flinch. She admitted to herself that she was scared, but she knew she couldn't back down now as red fury manifested within her hair. The boys saw her hair going red and got freaked out, before casually walking away at a brisk pace while calling Nijimi a creep, shocking Nijimi. She was almost crying from the whole ordeal and words spoken, while her hair returned to a fearful blue. As she stood there, the girl in need approached Nijimi and thanked her for her timely rescue. Nijimi tried to downplay the help, but she was stopped in her tracks when the girl asked about her hair. Before she could fear the reaction of the girl told Nijimi that her hair was gorgeous. After, the girl asked to be Nijimi's friend, continuing to stun her. But that was how she managed to make another friend. We are now introduced to Kurosaki, the girl who dresses as a boy, is passionate about acting, and is the drama president. But right now, her issue is that an odd girl is stalking her from the bushes, freaking Kurosaki out. Kurosaki tried to figure out Nijimi's deal with her stalking her. She really tried to figure out what was happening, until she realized that perhaps she is shy and wants to join the club. With a confident smile, Kurosaki called out to Nijimi. Kurosaki, with her natural confidence, told Nijimi that she will accept her into the drama club, especially since they only have 3 members right now. Quickly and bluntly, Nijimi declined. Nijimi decided to be brave while also jealous, and directly asked Kurosaki what her relationship was with Haine. Kurosaki, not expecting that question, was shocked but answered honestly. Kurosaki revealed that Haine was their scriptwriter, and he was good at it too. Kurosaki needed his creative writing skills, and that's why they interacted so much. As Nijimi read Haine's script, she was both surprised and impressed, and it made her fall more in love with Haine. As Kurosaki saw Nijimi's reaction, she believed that she could convince Nijimi to join the drama club using the scripts. Kurosaki made her proposal, and unfortunately, she used Haine's first name, and it only inspired jealousy with Nijimi. Shirai was Haine's friend, and no matter what Shirai did to his appearance, Haine stuck with him, complimenting his appearance with each change. Shirai noticed that every little thing in life amazed or impressed Haine, but Shirai didn't know why the world had such an impact on Haine but did nothing for him. Both of them looked up as Haine was frozen from the sight he saw, but Shirai was also frozen from what lay ahead of them. What they saw was that Nijimi was looking up at the setting sun, mesmerized by it. The mood was reflected in her hair as it was a metallic silver, the setting sun dancing across each silver strand. It was a sight to behold. Haine snapped out of it first and called out to Nijimi, which snapped her out of it also. However, Shirai seemed to be still in a trance from what he had witnessed. Haine commented on the fact that Nijimi's hair was silver, while Shirai asked what emotion she felt. Nijimi replied that her hair must have been silver due to her being moved or touched by what she saw. Shirai, upon hearing her answer, commented that if his hair could change color, it would be the same, confusing Nijimi. After class one day, they saw it was raining and realized they can't leave due to them not bringing umbrellas to class. Shirai told them that it was forecasted to rain, so why did the pair not know? But if they had the time, they could play cards together. Surprised, Haine asked Shirai why he had cards with them. Shirai explained that he had them for times like this, so do they want to play or not? After a moment of thought, they all agreed to play together. As they played, Shirai realized that the other two weren't very good at the game, as he had been finished for a long time. As Haine tried to figure out which card was a joker, he accidentally touched Nijimi's hand while reaching for one of the cards. After feeling Haine's hand touch her, Nijimi began to blush and her hair went pink within a flash, startling Haine for the first time. Haine, misunderstanding the reaction, believed he should take a different card and ended up losing the game. As Haine tried to remember the meaning of pink hair, Nijimi thought about how much she loved Haine. Nijimi, feeling her hair in her eyes, realized that she needed a haircut and decided to ask her mum for help. Slowly entering her mum's salon, she asked her for a haircut. Her mama leapt out and hugged her, mentioning that it's perfect time since there's no other customers, so she'll make her look super cute. Nijimi's mama asked about school and Nijimi let her know that it's fun, especially since she's making friends with Glasses Girl and Kurosaki. Mama Nijimi then asked about Haine, specifying that he's Nijimi's beloved, which startled her. Embarrassed, Nijimi admitted that there's been no progress, which Mama Nijimi could only chuckle about. Then she told Nijimi that her and her papa met in school also, but Nijimi didn't reply. While her hair turned a scared blue, she admitted that she was afraid her secret affection would be discovered by Haine before she is prepared to confess to him. Mama Nijimi inquired for more information, with Nijimi explaining that she wanted to use her words to confess when she's ready, and she's been hiding some meanings of her hair color. Mama Nijimi felt sympathetic and commented that having an obvious visual cue on your emotions must be difficult. After a few moments of silence, Mama Nijimi asked if Nijimi remembered her grandmother who also had rainbow hair. Mama Nijimi recalled how Grandma Nijimi loved her rainbow hair due to the fact that she was naturally a shy person who wasn't very expressive normally, so since her hair can do all the emotions for her, she was grateful. Mama Nijimi remembered that she loved the shifting colors of Grandma Nijimi's hair and believed that she was so expressive because of it. Mama Nijimi added that Grandpa Nijimi understood and loved Grandma Nijimi because of her honest hair. Mama Nijimi then mentioned that she wished she had hair like them that shimmered with colorful emotions. Mama Nijimi then recalled that Grandma Nijimi used to use her rainbow hair for her performances also. This news stunned Nijimi, whose hair flashed an excited yellow, eager to hear about the news of Grandma Nijimi the actress. Mama Nijimi said that sadly she didn't see any of the performances for herself, but from what she's heard, she acted with her hair amplifying her skills, and it was also very moving for Grandpa Nijimi. Mama Nijimi finished the tale by mentioning that as soon as Grandma Nijimi was getting famous, she stepped down since she's not so good with a lot of eyes on her. Nijimi, taking it all in, thought about acting with her hair. Nijimi thought that since Haine has been scriptwriting, if she joined the drama club and acted with her hair, she'd be able to spend more time with him, with the thought of it causing her hair to go pink. Nijimi was pulled from her thoughts as her mum told her that the cut was done and it looked cute. Nijimi thanked and complimented her for the cuts, which pleased Mama Nijimi. Her mum then told her that she can depend on her whenever it comes to her hair, which Nijimi thanked her for. Mama Nijimi then began to clean up before noticing a lock of Nijimi's hair left on the chair. Picking it up, she commented to herself that it was just so interesting. Just then, Papa Nijimi called out to her, surprising her. He told her that he was on break so they can eat together, which Mama Nijimi instantly agreed to. As she did, and was looking at her beloved husband, the lock of hair turned a loving shade of pink, showing that the relationship between them was still as loving as the day they first met.